Just talking NFL. CD and Sam podcast episode something. I think we've kind of just lost track at this point. I figure we're probably around 50. But been about 3 weeks. A lot has changed in the sports world.
It's
It's
been
been a
3 weeks
busy
since we did a pod.
past something like that. There's a lot has changed too, just because like this is kind of the time of the sports season where everything's happening. At least um there's NFL, there's NBA,
Yeah.
MLB offseason starting, college football obviously as well. So a lot to unpack, but I think we're going to start with something we all know. It's the Saints, and then getting into kind of the rest of the NFL as well.
Yeah, I got my Saints stress ball right here. Um,
Hmm.
so I guess started off the Saints beat the Panthers 28-6, was it?
Yep,
Um,
26.
in a game that they got outgained, right?
Outgained by 96 yards, correct.
So they kind of flipped the script on the past games because the Saints have been putting up a lot of yards, but we
It's true.
haven't been cashing in touchdowns. And today we kind of flipped the script, but we still won. But Sam has thoughts, and it wasn't a pretty game.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, like, I went to the Dome today,
You were
and
there.
that was just the most dead atmosphere I've ever like
Because what
encountered
is there to get
at the
excited about?
Superdome. No, yeah, it's true. Like it's not even on the crowd. Like the fans were there. It was like a pretty good crowd, honestly. It was maybe more than I thought would be there. But like and we're kind of just quiet, but it's what the team deserves, like with what they're putting out there.
It's
The
not
team
like
can't
it's not like
get
we're
excited
really
about anything.
good, and it's not like we have like a young team that's like exciting to watch. It's just boring. That's what it is. It's boring.
Yeah, it's a really bad entertainment product, and you have to keep in mind that at the end of the day, we do watch sports as entertainment. And when you put out what the Saints have this season, it's really almost insulting at times to the fans. Like when we're later in that game, and he ended up playing well in the fourth quarter, but Derek putting out Derek Carr in that game after what he did through 3 quarters, we had I think 40 yards through the air. Um, it was just a really terrible game in general, but the Saints ended up winning 28-6. Whether we deserved to win, I'm not exactly sure. I think the way we played in the final, 10 minutes, maybe yes, but like, there were times where we're getting outgained when even when we had the ball up 14-6, we were getting outgained by about 170 or 160 yards. Um, and we're up by 8 points, and it just did not feel like we were the better team out there today. We
Yeah.
happened to be winning, but it was about as disappointing as a 22-point win can get.
Yeah, there was a play that I think it was probably supposed to be a slip screen, like where Kamara, whoever the running back was supposed to like slip out and then have like their little entourage. But
Yeah,
Carr wound up throwing the ball to Pete. To
yeah.
Andres
He
Pete.
threw a dump off to Andrews Pete. That was to me that was the epitome of
I
Derek
I
Carr.
didn't know. Like, has this been the guy that has been in Oakland the whole time? Like, is this the same guy?
Yeah,
We
that
don't
was
know.
bad. I said last time we were talking about Saints stuff that for me the jury was still out on Derek Carr.
It's not
His
out.
period is over. He's bad. Like he's gonna be a punchline in Saints like talks for a while. He
Yeah.
is really bad. He has no awareness in the pocket of when to get out, when to step up, when to stand in and take a hit. Like he just has no clue, and he's so conservative too. It's like every
Check down merchant.
he just epitomizes our offense. Like I don't think he completed a pass beyond 10 yards until that deep ball to A.T. Perry late in the game.
And how does he like get mad at Carmichael? Like, bro, you're the
I
quarterback. You have the power, you have the authority to tell your receivers to
right.
change to audible, and you don't. You check it down to your running back, you check it down to your tight end. Like, bro, come on. Can we breathe? Can we like get some down the middle of the field. Like I don't care if we have Mike Thomas out. Mike Thomas really like let's be real, like he's been good. He's had a few good games, but he hasn't like really done anything, you know?
Yeah, it's
Like
not like can't guard Mike
yeah,
anymore.
no. I mean, still got Olave. I mean, what? Olave had like 50 yards on like 8 catches today.
Yeah, and a touchdown.
Yeah, no, I
Um,
know, but like 50
yeah.
catch like 50 yards on only 50 yards on 8 catches is what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
Like that's averaging
Yeah.
like not a lot.
Well, I there was a stat at one point in the game that we actually were winning because you know how the dome they have the little stats on like the little
Yeah,
side
yeah, yeah,
screens for the game, and
yeah.
it was yards per pass attempt, and this was about midway through the second quarter, and it was 2.7 for the Saints and 1.3 for the Panthers.
At the
Every
Jaguars
time
game, the
we
Saints
passed the
had
ball,
negative.
negative, yeah, every time we passed the ball through about 2.5 quarters, we averaged 2.7 yards on those plays. That is remarkable. We did not complete a pass in the first half for a first down, I don't think. And somehow we had 14 points in that half. Now I know we had the special teams touchdown, but
Shout out
um,
Levi Sewell.
yeah, shout out to them. I said it when it happened, like that was probably the game, just because in a game like that, the two teams, nobody's really doing anything on offense. You get a special team
Right.
touchdown, it's gonna be really difficult to lose. And that was the case, I think. But it's not like to put it all on Carr because I do think Pete Carmichael is an absolute fraud and has no idea what he's doing, and neither does Dennis Allen. But um, Carr does seem like it seems like he points fingers a lot when
Yeah,
things go wrong. Like all I know, like remembering watching Drew Brees when he made mistakes, is he'd take the chin strap off and he jogged to the sidelines. It was
yeah,
none of this
yeah.
like
That's a
yelling and pointing at everyone else. You know, you just jog to the sidelines and move on because
yeah,
ultimately you're the quarterback and it's your offense at the end of the day. And if things go wrong, I think it's a large part on you. And Carr doesn't own up to that, or at least I don't see it on the field.
yeah. I mean, I know I'm speaking for like the whole city of New Orleans and some, but I just can't wait till we get like just clean the house. Like,
Yeah, I think if it doesn't happen at the end of this season, we really need to change our opinion of our front office because in general, I think the Saints are a pretty well-run organization. That's how we've been, us and the Patriots are the most winningest
did
franchises in
you
the last 15 years.
did you
But I
see what?
think
Go ahead.
I was just saying I think if they don't blow things up this year, I'm going to start having some real questions for our front office.
Yeah. So, did you see what Loomis said about the fans booing?
No, I did not.
He said he doesn't understand it.
It's because the product that they're putting out on the
It's
field
it's
is
because the
terrible.
team, you, Mickey, the team
Yeah,
you assembled, Mickey, the guy that you
yeah.
brought in for $150 million to go do things my dad could do, just taking and dunking the ball. Like, bro,
I've seen Mr. Pat cook up on a Friday on like a Sunday league like
Saturday
football.
morning we got
Yeah.
haunted. Um,
Mm,
but yeah, no, clean the house, man. We gotta clean the house.
have to. Regardless of what happens the rest of the season. If we win the division, which is still the goal, and it's still out in front of us, obviously, that's great. We'd love to host a playoff game, but that doesn't
If
mean
we
that
don't,
we
I'm
can
okay.
run this
Like,
back.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it's concerning if we win the division because then I'm not sure if the front office is gonna run out the same thing
it's
next
like what we
year.
were saying about the Yankees. Like, if we made the
Yeah,
playoffs, we were worried. Yeah, you know where I'm going
yeah,
with.
like yeah, I do. And the front office needs to recognize that right now the team that they're putting out there and then the vision for the team going forward is just not acceptable. Like
Yeah,
we can't be aspiring to be a 9-8 football team every year, regardless of how bad the division is and how bad the schedule is around us. We have to either, yeah, I just feel like the vision of the franchise right now is not to ultimately get over the finish line and win a Super Bowl. I,
yeah,
I think it's
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 not.
somewhere in
It's to
the
keep the fans
obscurity of,
entertained, and they're not
yeah,
really. They're just trying to fill the
yeah,
seat.
but like, yeah, they are to an extent. And
And New
for
Orleans is
me, I
always going
know
to fill the seats.
I think so. I mean, it's maybe the best football city in the country, but
Oh,
um,
I don't hate it.
a top five. Um, but um, like for me as a fan who, I'm gonna still watch even when they're terrible.
Yeah,
Like
me
I would
too.
rather watch a team that is accepting that they suck than watching a team that's aspiring to be mediocre and sucking in the process.
I'd rather be a fan of the Panthers right now.
That no, because the Panthers don't have their draft pick.
I'd rather be a fan of the Bears. There you go. The
Bears,
Bears.
there you
Bears.
go.
Also,
The
shout out the
Bears.
Bears, man. If if Fields didn't get hurt, they would they would be in playoff contention right now.
You're really clinging on to that take, huh?
I mean, remember I said it at the beginning of the year?
Oh, I know, I know, I know.
And look at the Rams, man. They
This
should have
that's
beat
true. That's true.
the Ravens. But no, I mean I like the Bears. They're a fun little team. I watched their highlights, Fields and
Mhm.
DJ Moore. The Bears, I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but the Bears fleeced the you know what out
Yeah, I
of
know.
the
Yeah,
Panthers. Because Fields
yeah.
is looking like he's good, and they got DJ Moore.
At the time, people were saying the Bears didn't get enough, but now that the Panthers have ended up starting the year to 1-12, um, that's going to be the number one pick this season. They had the number nine pick last year. I think they got a second round pick
Oh,
somewhere. What happened, Connor?
so I had the Chiefs game
He's
on right here.
flabbergasted.
I no, this was just the best play I've seen in my life. Kelsey was wide open, threw the ball back, lateral to Kadarius Tony. Kadarius Tony just ran for a touchdown. However,
Yeah,
there's a
Kelsey
flag.
tries that lateral crap like twice a season.
It was offsides on the offense. It doesn't matter anyway. I'm really sorry. All
NFL
right,
football, ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen.
All right, I'm sorry for that. I just got really hyped.
I know. It's okay.
All right, so you want to segue over to Pelicans real quick? Just a brief little
Brief
segment on the
Pelicans.
Pels. Also shout out to Checo. And last thing on the
Mm.
monster or on the topic of football, shout out the Miraflor Monsters. Let's ride, baby.
Did y'all
Um,
beat the Gators in the championship?
no, we beat the Gators lost in the semis, so we won it. We've only junior to win all 3 years right here, Sam. You're looking at him.
Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive.
Clap for him. Clap.
Yep.
Thank you.
I mean, it's one of the greatest what ifs in football
If Sam
history.
Rock would have stayed at Jesuit.
If I had stayed, do the Gators three? Does Connor stay and lead the Gators to a third straight championship?
I guess we'll never know.
You never know.
Down goes Mahomes. Oh yeah, down goes Mahomes. Um, this game is crazy. I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, so yeah, I am going to the blender tomorrow, so that should be fun.
Love it.
Um, I
Mm.
don't think we will beat the Timberwolves though. I think they're one of the best teams in the league, and I do think they're legit. However, um, the Pelicans could give you anything on any given night, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's true. I think the Kings' performance was probably our best of the season. We went at Sacramento,
Yeah,
beat them by 10. It's obviously a really difficult place to play.
we match up well
And
against them.
we do. That's true. But then we come into that game against the Lakers in Vegas and lose it by 44 points. So it feels like we haven't really found our stride yet, but we could get there. I think in the next month or so, we could start seeing flashes of where we were last season. I mean, they're all healthy. I don't think Zion is in the same place where he was last year. To me, he just doesn't look
Talent
like
wise,
there's as many time, not talent wise, but just like he doesn't look like he's imposing himself on the game enough. And part of that is because I think he's trying to play in the system, and then part of that is I think his conditioning isn't where it was last year. Um,
that's on him.
so it is. And I mean, there was more stuff that came out on that the other night on Zion, quote unquote, not listening and not prioritizing his, conditioning and diet, um, which is very disappointing to hear as a Pelicans fan. Um, because right now he's putting up, to me, bare minimum numbers. When you look at like guys around the league, like Tyrese Maxey, who I think is averaging like 27 a game, something like that.
Yeah, Max is having a great game.
Scotty Barnes is averaging like 24, and then
He
Zion's averaging
really
22.
Barnes is averaging 24.
It's he was through like I don't know how well, I can check now, but like
I mean, he's not
for
like one of the
Zion
only
to
guys over there, so
yeah, but for Zion to be averaging like
21, 22.
he's averaging Barnes is averaging 20. He was averaging 24 previously. But for Zion to be averaging 22 in today's NBA when there's a team who's averaging, 125 points a game, it's minimum numbers in my opinion. And where he was last year was at 27 points a game, and that's when we were at our best is when Zion is at his best as well. So whether it's him trying to play in a system or his conditioning not being where it needs to be, he needs to impose his um, talent on the game more because he is a top 10 player when he's at his best. And the Pelicans haven't seen that this year, despite that he's been on the court.
Yeah, and I mean, we still have a winning record, but I really, I think you would agree with me. This team, like, we have so much talent. It could make a deep playoff run. We just, we just like Zion. It really all revolves around Zion. If Zion is, if he's bought in, if he's playing well, we're going to succeed. And I mean, if he's kind of doing what he is right now, we're kind of just going to stay afloat, I guess.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, we've done a good job of, like you said, staying afloat, and we're still right there in the mix with the Western
Definitely.
Conference. We're like, what are we? We're like 2 games out of fourth or something right now.
Yeah, it's
So,
close.
I, I mean, you look at we're still you were one good month away from getting into the top four in the conference, and I think that for me currently, I am a little optimistic around the Pelicans.
I don't like when I saw that stuff come out about Zion, like it took a hit on me, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a Zion believer in general, but like if I'm going to believe in the Pelicans, then that comes along with it. So I have to be generally
Cautiously
optimistic and
optimistic.
that
Yeah.
that yeah, that one really hurt to see
Yeah.
that.
Um,
But looking ahead at their schedule, we are favored tomorrow night, believe it or not, against the Timberwolves, by 2.5 points. And
wait,
then
how?
I
Is
don't know,
someone
maybe the
out?
T-Wolves have injuries. Maybe. But then after that, we have no, I don't know. We're just favored. I mean, we're at full strength and we're at home. Um, but then after that, we have the Wizards who are absolutely terrible. We have the Hornets who are also terrible, and then the
And the
Spurs who are
Spurs
terrible, and then
also
the
terrible.
Grizzlies who are terrible. So those next 4 games after that, you would think we go at least 3-1. Um, and the rest of our schedule for this month isn't very challenging either. So I think we could end December in the top six. I think has to be a goal. Just looking at the scheduled games that we have coming up, because the schedule is going to get harder, and we have to be in a position to where we can lose some games. I think in January because it does get difficult.
Yeah. I mean, our schedule hasn't been easy to start. I mean, it's
No, but
probably
it's about to get easy for the
it's
next few
about to get
weeks.
easy. Like those next 5 games you listed, aside from the Timberwolves game, we need to go 4-1. Like
Yeah,
if we
that's
drop
probably
any
true.
of those games to the Grizzlies,
Yeah,
Wizards,
we're going to be
Hornets,
disappointed.
Spurs, yeah, we can't drop any of
Yeah.
those. We have to win those. And there's no excuse. But yeah, um, flock up. We'll be in the. Are you going tomorrow to the game?
I don't think so, no.
Tickets are dirt
Let's
cheap.
see. Really?
Yep,
Let's
I
see. Y'all still have
looked.
a full week before exams, right? Or do y'all have
Yeah, we
exams
do.
this week?
No, it's
Okay.
next week. When's y'all's exams?
Ah. It starts this Thursday and then ends next Tuesday.
Slay.
But
Um,
did
yeah,
you say
okay.
slay?
I did. I did. I was
I
being.
appreciate that, Connor. I use that term frequently.
Yeah. I get I get some backlash for using it, but
Mm.
anyway,
Have I influenced this decision in your life?
no, 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 you haven't.
Damn it.
It was my
Damn.
sister. Shout out Avery.
Ah,
Um,
same.
um, I guess we could. All there is to talk about now is just the kind of MLB um
Yeah, Shohei,
changes. Yeah,
700 million, biggest
contracts.
contract in North American sports.
Shout out Shohei.
Too much money, too much money. I'm glad the Yankees didn't do it, but I'm also a little bit annoyed because now I know the Yankees. We're gonna have to probably pay Juan Soto pretty big money,
Oh,
or bigger than
oh, that's gonna
maybe it
hurt.
would have been before this.
You think?
So we'll see.
You think? You
I mean,
think that
it
if
changes the market when someone signs for
it
that much
does,
money.
you're right. I mean, we just have to make sure we retain Soto.
Yeah, I mean, you make a trade like that, and the New York Yankees, you're expected to
To put that
re-sign
in
Soto.
basketball terms, it's like if the Mavericks didn't re-sign Kawhi.
Kyrie, you mean?
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah. Uh, what else happened?
Shout out to Tottenham today. Let me get the badge in here.
Frick Tottenham.
4-1 against Newcastle after they didn't win in their last five. It was terrible, but they're back 4-1 today at
They're
home
back.
against Newcastle.
So
They're
Sam,
back, fifth in the table.
um, you want to do a hoop grid or what?
We can do a hoop grid. We have time. Oh yeah, we have time because the little
We
10-minute
should
thing hasn't popped up.
definitely have it. Yeah.
All right,
Um,
in the meantime, while Connor, can I do Sam's soccer segment in the
go ahead.
meantime?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I just do the Premier League pretty much. So looking at the table right now, the Reds, Liverpool in first. They've been in really good form lately. Arsenal, despite dropping a match to the team I'm most excited about, Aston Villa, they're still in second. Villa absolutely flying, 15 home straight wins, including Arsenal and City this week. Very impressive. And then City in fourth, they're making it interesting. And then followed by Spurs, Man United, and Newcastle, who are on the outside looking in, but all teams with Champions League aspirations. And Newcastle and Man U both have very big Champions League matchups coming up this week. But with that, let's move into the hoops grid.
Go PSG. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, PSG is probably going to be through in their Champions League group.
I like that.
All right, all righty. Let's see what we can do here.
You want to start on the right side and work our way down? Because
Okay,
this
okay,
should be
okay.
easier. So Celtics
Yeah.
2000s.
Um, we can get like a good score for this. Maybe feeling like a Tony Allen try first, maybe.
He was a Celtic.
He was a Celtic. It's just yeah.
Oh, what about
Dang, that's solid. That's solid.
Uncle Jeff? A
We'll
1.2.
take that. Okay, okay. 2000s Knicks.
Stephon Marbury.
Loki, who the hell played for the Knicks in the 2000s? Like, I'm aware that like my basketball knowledge is kind of patchy in the 2000s, but like
That's all
Knicks
I
are
got.
random.
Stephon Marbury's. Maybe
Like I'm
Joe.
sure I could come up with it eventually, but like just a very lame
You want to rock
franchise
with
outside of
Stephon
the
Marbury?
90s. Sure, we can rock stuff on Marbury.
First guy that came to mind for 15 plus in the 2000s is Jamal Mashburn.
Let's see how many people are putting in Jamal Mashburn. Hmm. Oh, very, very good indeed. Okay. 15 points a game for the Heat. I'm feeling like a Goran Dragic
People,
um
uh,
shout there.
Goran Dragic. Two. Can we
Hmm.
do better?
I feel like we can maybe do better. Let's see. There's no way Omar Yurtseven. I don't think he played for the Heat. I think he was just Rockets Pelicans.
And Bulls.
Um
And Bulls.
and Bulls. Who else for the Heat would have been good?
Alonzo Mourning. Uh, what about uh?
I feel like Richardson probably didn't average 50. Oh, he did.
You know, he
That's
had
not
like.
bad. We'll take
All right,
that.
yeah. Move on. Pistons.
Pistons, do you think I know like these recent teams have to have had a terrible like I think
Tobias Harris.
Try Reggie Jackson maybe. I bet Reggie Jackson averaged 15.
Oh, he definitely did. Yeah. Let me try Toby.
Yeah, I think Harris had a few seasons where he averaged 15 there. Yeah. Somehow more people got Reggie Jackson than Tobias Harris. Hoops
Yeah.
grid's a funny thing.
I don't think I guess people should remember him on the Pistons. All
Yeah, I
right.
guess that I mean people yeah. All right, moving up. Knicks, Pistons. Definitely Dennis Smith Jr. is a good one here.
Yeah, Dennis was
That's
Jr.
a frequently used one by me. I feel like people are gonna get that though.
Oh, you know
No?
who would
Okay.
work right here?
Solid. Who we got? Noah
Noah
Vaughn.
Vaughn. I thought he played for both of them.
No. I feel like I thought he
I know
did
he played on the
too.
Celtics. I guess
Yeah. Okay.
this Amari
Celtics.
Stoudemire.
Yeah. Or wait, Amara Stoudemire played for the Heat?
Yeah, people know that.
He did.
Wow.
People do know that. Impressive. Um,
This is
let's
also only the
see.
nerdy. This is the
It
nerdy.
is. It's difficult. Sometimes I like just if you type in like really obscure players and then you type in a really obvious answer, the obvious answer most times has less people saying it
Yeah.
because people are geeking out on here. Um, let's see. Pistons and Celtics. It's difficult to do with kind of younger teams because nobody's moved around really. Guys on the Celtics though, I feel like Sam Hauser belongs in a Pistons jersey, but he's not.
Did Wayne
Um,
Ellington ever play for the Celtics or Knicks?
I don't think so. I kind of doubt it. I don't know.
Uh,
Um, hmm. Come on, we're better than this, Connor.
yeah, I know. Shoot. So,
Did Isaiah Thomas play for the Pistons at any point? The the short Isaiah
no,
Thomas.
I don't think so.
I feel like he did.
Oh, ooh,
Chris-
bang!
Dang.
Do
um,
you know who Chris Herron is?
I do not know who Chris Herron is.
Okay, he's like a drug addict, but he like changed his
Nice.
life, and we watched some about it in health. It was pretty cool.
Hmm.
All right, so who do you want me to
Uh,
guess?
I feel like Isaiah Thomas played for the Pistons at some point. Isaiah the Short.
There's no way. You think he did?
I feel it. No, dang.
No.
I feel like I can picture Isaiah Thomas in like a gray Pistons jersey.
Uh,
I guess not.
Josh Richardson would work. Oh wait, no. Did he ever play in the Seas?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Okay, Heat Celtics has to be easy, right?
Yeah, I know.
One would think. My brain's not functioning. Um, Heat Celtics.
I got nothing.
We can do this. Heat Celtics. Jeez, man. Who?
Ray Allen.
Yes, there it is. Honestly, yeah, just put it in. I'm sure if we thought about this for a longer period of time, we could come up with something better. But I wonder what like the big answer is if only 12% of people are getting Ray Allen.
Yeah. Pistons
Um,
Seas. I,
okay. My common answer for both for like the Pistons, typically I can get Andre Drummond somewhere, and then Blake Griffin.
there you go.
Blake Griffin, there we go. I got one. This is not our finest work
No.
by a long shot, but it's
This
okay.
is a tough grid too.
This
Yeah,
is
okay.
yeah, the Pistons are
Bad
just so
grid.
random. Bang.
Okay.
Only better than 46. Honestly, those are all nerds that are completing it, so it's okay.
I saw like me and Jack in Spanish class, we like went to the leaderboards on Hoops Grid.
Mm.
There's like people that like were the only people to use one of these like some of these players.
That's some of the players,
Yeah,
yeah.
like it's the
Well,
unicorn.
mm,
Shoot.
interesting.
Runaway
But I feel
pick.
like you could also like look up some of these players,
Oh no,
and
you definitely
just
could. It's someone probably do.
like you could definitely just look up 2006 Celtics roster and find the most random person on there.
Alonzo G, Pelicans legend.
Hmm.
Um, any final takes?
I don't think so. If you're still watching and you happen to not be subscribed, please subscribe. We could get to 100 by the end of the year,
Outside chance.
possibly.
Um,
Outside chance. We need 18 more. It's possible.
oh, what was it? Oh yeah, the Sports Analysis Club fell off very hard at Jesuit.
It's because I'm not there. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I feel like you would, but the eighth graders have just overtaken it.
They've
They're like an
overrun it.
invasive species.
They have no quality takes.
Yeah, they just yap the whole time, bro.
Mhm.
Hall of Fame yappers.
Things were different when I was there, Connor.
Yeah, they were.
I was the glue guy.
Changed. Yeah, sure. Be that way, Sam. Be that
hmm
way, sure.
hmm
I thought we were
hmm
at like 85 subscribers.
I did too. I thought it was 85.
Three people must, I think it was 84. So we must have
Mm.
lost two
The
subscribers.
hate is
Yeah,
crazy.
the hate is crazy. Um, but yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, that'll do it. Thanks for listening. If you made it all the way through, and cue the outro.
Sam and
Sam and
CD,
CD,
CD and Sam.
CD and Sam.